Yes, we are moving. We are in 2025 and we have to move very fast and move with a lot of speed. I'm back again with another big video, great video, amazing video, so that you watch it and you tell me later the comments what you think, what is your view, what is your opinion. You saw the video title, Things That Drive Relationships Africa. Three things or two things, or even four or five, depending on my energy that I want to mention right now or talk about right now, that it drives relationships in South Africa, that moves relationships in South Africa. I'm going to talk from my personal experience. I'm going to speak from my point of view, what I saw, what I observed, what I discovered, what I learned when I was there for many, many years, 15 good years in South Africa, in this city or town where I was staying, in this province where I was staying. I enjoyed my time. I was happy. I was excited. I also involved myself in one or two or three relationships with South African girls. And I saw what I saw. I learned what I learned. I discovered what I discovered. I observed what I observed. I want to share right now what drives, what moves relationships in South Africa. This is what I mean. Either a South African girl with maybe a Zimbabwean, South African girl with a Nigerian, South African girl with a Ghanaian from Ghana, or a South African girl with a man from Lesotho, South African girl with a guy, a man from Swaziland, from Namibia, from whatever country. But in the whole equation, there must be a South African girl, South African lady, South African woman in that love equation, in that in that movement. There must be a South African girl with any guy or man from whatever country, even a white guy from India, white from America, from UK, from Europe. So what drives that thing? This is what I saw. There must be vibe. There must be vibe. Before we talk about money, before we talk about looks, before we talk about a connection or attraction, attractiveness, before we talk about a compatibility, before we talk about the resources, a car, a house, education, this, what, there must be vibe. There must be vibe. This is what attract these girls, South African girls. There must be vibe. The guy or the guy must not be boring. Must not be boring. You understand what I'm saying? These girls are trying to vibe whenever they see a guy with a vibe. And let me explain what I mean with the vibe according to them, according to their mind or their mindset or according to their brain. These guys, uh, like bad boys doing bad stuff, something like that. You understand? They're drinking, they're partying, they're clubbing, they're going out. Yeah, they're inviting girls. So to them, this is what they call vibe. So I'm just copying in and just tell you that there must be vibe. So this is the vibe that they want, that they need, that they desire, that they look for. Partying, drinking, clubbing, you're calling girls. Yeah, you are influential, you got a voice, you are known, you're a bit famous, you're a bit popular. Like, you are not down, you are not boring. They don't want boring guys. And by so doing, they are so much attracted. And then another thing, they yeah, it goes to money. Yeah, does the guy have money, resources, assets, something like that, a car, a good life, a beautiful life, a fancy life, a posh life? So these things they drive relationships in Africa. Once you are poor, once you're broke, you're poor, you are desperate, you don't have vibe. According to them, you don't have vibe, and it's very practically impossible to get them or to catch them. They don't want you. They don't need you. They're not even dare look at you or give you a voice or give you attention. Once they see that you are broke, once they see that you are poor, once they see that you are down in life, you are lower on the ground, you are not influential, you don't have a voice, You are so boring. You don't talk. You are so quiet. You're always serious by your corner, always serious by your side. You stay in your place, in your room, in your house. You don't move around, and you don't have a good energy, this vibe. Once they notice things like that, even you say hi, how are you? Give me your number. It will never happen. It will not happen. But once you go out, you are partying, you are drinking, you have money, you have a car, you are known, you are popular, you are famous, yeah, you've got a voice, you've got a good vibe, you've got good energy, yeah, you are so hot, maybe looks again. Looks is another factor. You have good looks, you're handsome, you're good looking, good body, good structure, good muscles, nice body. Yeah, things like that. They'll give you attention, they'll give an ear to what you're saying, even the number they'll give you, whatever. Then from there, things will move. This is what I saw. This is what I saw in South Africa. And I've explained what they mean with the vibe. And you've understood for yourself what they mean or what they call vibe. I've explained, I've described. This is what they call vibe. So things like this, things of this caliber, things of this nature, things of this pedigree is what drives relationships in South Africa. What moves, what determines relationships in South Africa. Looks, looks, the money, the vibe, uh, the energy, resources. You see, of course, depending on the girl, depending on the woman, South African girl, South African woman, South African lady, depending on their taste, on their preferences, on their choices, on their go-tos. That means I go for this one, I go for this one, I don't go for this one, I don't go for this one. So depending on their choices, obviously. But basically, they need vibe. And now you know what is vibe according to them. You understand what is vibe according to them. They need good energy. They need money. They need the resources. The guy must have a car. We have to drive out. We have to drive to this city, drive to this town. We have to do this, that. Go on vacation, what. Things like this, they drive relationships in Africa. They move or they decide relationships in Africa, whether they're going to be loved by a South African girl or not, whether they're going to be liked by a South African girl or not, whether a South African girl is going to fall for you or she won't fall for you. Things like this. And it doesn't matter where, either at a school, at a university, at a college, in that city, in that town. As long as South Africa, this is what happens. This is what happens. This is the rule of thumb. This is the basic principle, how it works, how to operate in South Africa, how things function in South Africa. Even a girl in a village, South African girl in a village, deep village, in a deep ghetto, deep location, they got their own taste, preference and likes, what they love, what they want. And probably, or most of the times, according to my experience, what I saw, they'll dish out to you these things. I need a guy with a car. I need a guy with what, with the money. He must take me out. He must spoil me. He must spend on me. Things like that. And this will be spoken by a girl from a village, from a ghetto, from a rural location. So imagine what kind of stuff or things which gonna be said by a girl from the top residential locations. What is she going to say? If a girl from a village would demand a lot of things, what about a girl from a better place, from a beautiful place? What is she going to say? Of course, she'll demand a lot of things, far much higher than what this girl from a village is saying or demanding. So things like this, things of this nature, things of this caliber, things of this pedigree, they drive, they move, they determine, they decide relationships in South Africa. What are your comments? What are your views? What are your opinions? What are your submissions? What are your postulations based on what I've said? Write or type in the comment box, comment section. I'm done talking. See you tomorrow. I'm done for today. The episodes. See you tomorrow. Next episode coming. By the grace of Jehovah, Father God. I'm done talking. Peace out. Sharp.